There's absolutely crazy and scary news coming out of a town in Kentucky tonight on Thursday, September 19th. A Kentucky sheriff turned himself in after shooting a judge dead inside his chambers today after the sheriff asked staff at the courthouse if he could speak to the judge. 43-year-old Mickey Steins is the Letcher County Sheriff, and he surrendered himself to police following the shooting death of 54-year-old District Court Judge Kevin Mullins, who is pictured up here at the top left. The sheriff is obviously pictured here in the center. This took place today at the county courthouse at around 3 p.m. It was said that Mickey, the sheriff, walked into the judge's outer office and told court staff and others who were gathered there that he needed to speak to Judge Mullins alone. He and Judge Mullins then entered his inner office and closed the door, and then people who were standing outside of the office then heard gunshots. Mickey then walked out with his hands raised, and then he surrendered himself to officers who were at the courthouse, and they put him in handcuffs. He was charged with 1 count of murder in the first degree. Because of all of this, Letcher County Central High School was placed on lockdown. That was at the request of state police due to an active shooting downtown. A statement that was released to the public by the school stated that the children were safe and that the shooter had been apprehended, but who in the world would have ever thought it was their own sheriff who shot? The coroner later confirmed that one person was killed in the shooting, but at the time they did not identify the victim. The governor later posted on X that he was informed a district judge was killed in his chambers. Reportedly, Judge Mullins was appointed to serve as the judge in the state's 47th district in 2009. He was in charge of overseeing juvenile matters, city and county ordinances, traffic offenses, felony probable cause hearings, and other issues like domestic violence cases and involuntary mental commitments, among others. He also reportedly started a program in 2010 that allowed inmates with substance abuse issues to enroll in inpatient treatment as a condition of pretrial release. They would be treated rather than be incarcerated. He was previously an attorney for nearly 10 years, and he focused on drug-related offenses. Now, Mickey the sheriff, or I should say former sheriff now, he was reportedly elected sheriff in 2018 and then re-elected again in 2022. A motive for the shooting still has not been released to the public. It's still a bit unclear. Kentucky State Police and the county coroner were still investigating the scene earlier tonight. They said it's still very early in the investigation. They are still trying to piece together information and evidence. Guys, can you even imagine what that community is going through? The very person who is supposed to keep you safe, your elected sheriff, killing a judge. I can't imagine. My heart and prayers go out to that entire community, though. For more true crime, be sure to hit the follow button and to visit my website at www.truecrimewithmegan.com.